Good morning and goodbye to Gumdal farm. It is day 25. The cows are being milked. It's 7:30 in the morning. Everybody else in the little cabin there is either asleep or eating their breakfast. So I was glad to get my little space cleaned up and get out at an early start. It's a little foggy today, but I think it's going to definitely warm up. It's not supposed to be rainy or anything. Well, we had a full house of Germans last night. We had Astrid and Jonas, of course, who came, and then actually there was another woman who came probably around 4 o'clock, and she said, I don't know if I'm going to stay or if I'm going to continue on. And we were all looking at each other like, continue on? It's 4 o'clock already. But she was camping, and so she thought there might be a spot up, 4 kilometers or so, which is, about 2.5 miles, that she could camp for the night. So I'll see if I even pass her along the way. But then towards the end of the day, Miro and Pita came from Germany, a father and son, and so all 3 of the sets of beds got taken, and it was nice. We had a rousing game of Norwegian Yahtzee last night. It's the same as regular Yahtzee, except that the scorecard is in Norwegian, and I had to keep my small straight and large straight words separate, and 2 of a kind and 3 of a, all of that. So that was fun to play a game together. So this being day 35, we are winding down here. I've got 11 miles to go today, so I should arrive in really good time. I think there's a climb towards the end, but as usual, it's just beautiful surroundings. It's pretty hard not to appreciate even the little climbs. So hope you're having a good day, and I'll check in with you soon. Do you think this is one of your last chances, mooses? Show yourself and I will have my camera ready. And then we come to these signs, sometimes at the bottom of a little hill. And I just come over here and pretend like I know what I'm reading. They're all in Norwegian. But I look at the pretty pictures and catch my breath again. There is salmon fishing in the river here, and so I think they're giving the prices there for a license for salmon fishing. But I look at the pictures on the sign and then start up the hill again. Don't get very far up the hill, and then it looks like it's into the woods we go. A little teeny wild strawberry. It's the first wild fruit I've seen. We're too early for blueberries, but mid-August I hear they're pretty plentiful. Well, that walk through the woods was all uphill. As you can see, we're pretty high up here. These are probably the paths that I like the least. When they come out, you see a way marker, and then you see all of this. Now, I know I see planks right here, so I know there must be a path there. But sometimes it's not easily marked, so these are what I like the least. Can it get any more clear? This is the way to go. Do not go on this path. That's great. I'm walking along a little lake right now, and my map says there's camping area, maybe half a mile up. So I'm sure there will be a picnic bench and it'll be a great place for a little break. Yes, just as I thought, there is a bench next to the shelter, so perfect place for a little break. So I've gone 4.6 miles, it's 9:30, and it's still pretty overcast up there, but it's a good place for a stop. Turns out that the little specks on this bun are not raisins, it's chocolate, which I know a lot of you would say, oh, yum. I'm not a big fan of chocolate in a bun. I like chocolate brownies and other chocolate, but not in a bun. And I finally figured out yesterday what this reminds me of. It's the texture and kind of the sweetness level of a Hawaiian roll. So if you just imagine a Hawaiian roll with raisins, that's what it tastes like, minus the pineapple overtones of a Hawaiian roll. So a little over 6 miles to go. I think I'm going to be there in plenty of time, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's ahead of me.
So who is this hiker up ahead? Well, I will tell you in tomorrow's video the history behind this, but this is Irvind, and he's from Norway. We hiked together most of the second half of the day for me. There was a lot of mud, and it was great for me to go along with him because his shoes were bigger than mine, and he was able to mark out a path for me.
So we have found a clearing, and my new hiking best friend, say it again. Irving is heating up coffee or water for coffee for himself, and he offered it to me, but I think I'm going to stick with water. So we've got a community of stumps here, and it's been very nice to have someone to chit chat with me and forge the way ahead, because it is extremely muddy on this path that we're on.
You'd never guess it from this picture, but we went through so much mud today. Out with the poles, in with the poles. It was great, though, to have Irvin to chat with.
This is the path up to my lodging, so I hope the sign is correct. Well, this has been quite a trip to get here. I'll tell you about it in a minute, but right now, this is my lodging. So let's see how we get signed in. So it was an awful climb. Once I left my hiking partner, it was, oh, you don't want to hear it. Grabbing onto a chain link rope to pull yourself up, straight up. But here's where I am. I'm in an actual residence. I have a bedroom upstairs, and I'm coming to sit out on the patio, have my water and my lunch sandwich. So how is this for a view to spend the rest of my afternoon? Oh my goodness. And they have Wi-Fi. So I think I'll plunk myself down on a cushy couch and just say thanks once again for following, and looking forward to day 36 tomorrow.